Hey guys, Rhett here. What's going on? Wanted to welcome you back to the channel where there is no BS and you get it straight every single time, whether you want to or not. Unapologetically honest. Today I'm going to talk about something else that's brutally honest. Let's talk about something that you don't see on from the influencers on Instagram and TikTok and this and that. Something other than the boats and the cars and the glitz and the glam and the stacks of cash. Let's talk about failure, okay? Let's talk about what you just don't hear anywhere, which is probably single-handedly the most important part of being an investor and being a real estate landlord, investor, you name it, really. The most important part of life, as far as I'm concerned, is failure. So what do I mean by that? I'll tell you exactly what I mean. I've made more mistakes than you. I've screwed up more. I've made every mistake there is, okay? And I'm looking at every single person watching this video. There's not one person that has made more mistakes in real estate than me that's watching this video right now. Extremely outrageous sums of money I've thrown down the toilet because that's how I learned how to do this the right way. Experience is extremely expensive, okay? And that's why I tell a lot of my coaching clients, it's better to get in before you make all those mistakes. That way you can, hop under my wing and you don't have to make all those mistakes that I made, because that's how I learned how to do this the right way. So guys, when it comes to failure, I have failed at every single aspect of real estate investing, from the setup before I even start, to choosing the wrong realtors, to choosing the wrong contractors, to choosing the wrong management companies, to choosing the wrong tenants, to choosing the wrong insurance companies, choosing the wrong lenders, choosing the wrong attorneys. Literally, I don't think there's one aspect of this that I have succeeded in from the start. I don't think that there is. Which is why I'm as good at it now as I am. Because when you're burned every single way, you don't get burned again. And that's the most important part of failure, is learning from that failure. So when you choose the wrong people and you lose money and you make mistakes and you make the wrong decisions, you say to yourself, well, I'm never going to do that again. And so you don't. And so moving forward, you make all the right decisions, okay? Now, because I've done this on such a large scale, I've run into every problem. And because I've run into every problem, I think I've come out victorious on almost every single problem I've run into. I know how to handle every problem, and I know how to handle every problem 20 different ways. But I only know that because I have handled problems wrong. And then a problem that's this big turns into a problem that's this big, right? In real estate, guys, you don't know what you don't know. You could be and I work with some unbelievably smart clients. Most of the time I'm on the phone with the clients that I have. There's two people on the phone, and I'm not the smartest one. So I'm dealing with people who are doctors and who are in biopharmaceuticals, and people who are just heads and tails smarter than me. But in real estate, it's just like any other business. You don't know what you don't know. And the mistakes that people make the same mistakes over and over and over again because they don't know. And just like any other field, there are people that are predatory in this market as well, and in this business, who try to take advantage of those people, which is awful, but it happens. And I've been victim to it so many times. Every scam in the book, you name it, I've fallen for it. And you only make those mistakes once. So you come out of that so much stronger, and you realize, okay, I need to be a dog. I need to be a bulldog in this business. And that's how you're successful, guys. Learning from your mistakes and not making the same mistake twice. learning how to do things right, learning that trust is earned and not just given, learning how to deal with issues, understanding when people are lying to you, understanding when people are giving you half truths, understanding when people are dragging you along, right? There are so many parts of this because real estate investing is different every time. Every home is different. Every purchase is different. There's not one home that's the same. And because there's not one home that's the same, problems differ. Problems change. Homes are complex. You're buying properties that are 80, 90, 100 years old, and then you're buying properties that are brand new and 10 years old. There's so many different problems. There's so many different issues. I have bought houses that had asbestos. I didn't even know what asbestos was. And then I said, okay, there is asbestos on the pipes. Now I see it when I walk through. I'll never buy a house with asbestos on the pipes again. And then I buy a house 12 months later, and the insurance company does a walkthrough and realizes that all the tile is made of asbestos. Well, I didn't know asbestos was made of tile. Okay, I'll never buy a house with asbestos tile again. This is the sizing of asbestos tile. It's why they don't make, I forget what it is, but the sizing of asbestos tile. Okay, don't buy property that has the 8x8. I'm making that up. Tiles anymore. Won't do that. And then 12 months later, I buy a house and it has asbestos siding. Okay, now I won't do that again because now the insurance company drops you because they're not insuring a house that has asbestos made of siding made of asbestos. Holy crap, right? So there's so many things, guys. This video could be 15 hours long talking about my mistakes. But the point of it is, failure is part of the journey. And even if you do things by the book and the perfect way, and you have all your T's crossed, all your I's dotted, a reliable team, good people in place, you're still going to fail. You're still going to have issues. You're still going to fail some inspections. You're still going to have things pop up that you didn't expect. It's about overcoming them. And the most important part of it, guys, is failing cheap. Make your failures, number one, count. Make them count. So you better learn from them. And number two, insulate yourself with good teams and a good setup and good processes and good systems. So when you do fail, it's not extremely expensive to fix it. For example, what do I mean by that? If you have a good team, contractor goes out to a property and he misses something. It happens. If you have a good contractor, he didn't miss big. It's only a $2,000 miss, okay? If you have a bad contractor and he misses something huge, okay, well, Hey, Mr. Landlord, Mr. Investor, I screwed up. I missed something. It's going to cost about $20,000 to fix it. That's a huge miss. Okay, that's a big failure, right? Keep your failures small, and when you do fail, learn from them. Understand that failure is a part of this process, and just know I have failed more than you. I have made more mistakes than you, okay? I've made every mistake in the book, but I learned from every single one, and I don't make the same mistake twice, okay? I still make mistakes all the time, but I don't make the same mistake more than once, and that is extremely important. So guys, remember, it's not always roses and sunshine. There are mistakes contrary to what you see online and as you're scrolling through all your social media. There are issues that come up. There are problems that come up, and failure is a part of this. And if you want to be successful, you got to fail, and you have to learn how to fail. Embrace failure. Keep pushing forward. Keep building and keep growing. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave your questions and comments below. I'll get to all of them. We'll see you next time.